Last summer, an additional thing that we did is what I tried to do is following a trip or before I went on a trip, we did a one-page mailing. So we would prepare a one-page letter and mail that to all 105 legislators. And it would focus on key issues associated with pension systems, and the topics are on the left-hand side there. And we made them, the issues that we were hearing from them, the issues we were hearing from the public, we were able to make them focus on that, and we were able to explain very briefly why we are different and why we don't need to address those issues. And we did 6 of those letters. And what was interesting is when I would go to meetings, the legislators would bring in those packets of letters and they would have them highlighted and we would sit and go through them. I had some of my staff, specifically Bob Maynard, our investment officer, told me I was wasting my time because they would never read that information. I was shocked at how many of them not only read it, but they brought that to me and would ask for clarification. And I think the end result is when we came into this legislative session, there is zero discussion of changing this plan, except for them. Okay. I believe those letters, are they out on the website?
They're on the scroll.
Okay, so if you want to look at that information or whatever, you can go to our website. Most of the information I present is on our website. It's important if you're going to talk to somebody, the mayor, city council, anybody that will have influence on you participating in this fund, and you want information, you can go out there and get that and use that. That's part of why we have it there. I've met with a lot of mayors, and in this last summer I met with quite a few mayors. And right now I really don't see any emphasis to change us. Now, we can't rest, because I guarantee you that the minute the stock market drops and our funded status drops, even though we've got a history of bouncing back, they will come back and want to change this plan to a DC plan. That is being promoted by some of the conservative groups around the nation. And in Idaho, the Idaho Freedom Foundation believes this plan needs to be changed to a DC plan, and they advocate that, not daily, but any chance they get, they're advocating that. They brought in a national expert, I guess if you want to call them that, a month ago, and had a lunch in town for the legislators to go to, for this expert to explain to them why they need to change to a DC plan. And my message to legislators, we can change. Because of our choice plan, it's relatively easy for me to change administratively to a DC plan. But what we need to understand is if we change to a DC plan, and it would only be for new employees, that's what they're telling me. So everybody in this room doesn't need to worry if they maintain that position. But if we change to a DC plan, there is a 75% chance that the individuals participating in that plan will not be able to sustain themselves in retirement, unless we build it with certain walls and foundation and barriers to keep them from making questionable decisions. And I'll talk a little bit about that here in a minute.